Singer Lana Del Rey made a surprise appearance in Chicago this week, but not for an unannounced concert. She appeared to have gone Instagram official with her rumored boyfriend, Jack Donahue, outside of Cook County Jail. So it was just, a surprise photo to see her in, which you can see the photo right there that we're sharing. So I wanted to bring in relationship expert Bela Gandhi of Smart Dating Academy to talk about the right time to go Instagram official and just kind of talk about that, this phenomenon in general. So good to see you.
So good to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
I haven't
Congratulations.
seen you in so long. So I miss you. I miss you so much.
I know. Big hugs to you. I remember our early mornings for many years together.
Yeah, now we get to talk in the afternoon. So let's talk a little bit about this Lana Del Rey photo. So obviously, I have no idea who she was visiting or why she was here. And obviously no judgment as far as, the particular photo, but it was a shock as far as her being in town.
Right. So, this is what's been happening over the last few years, especially with celebrities and heck, real people too. It's what they call soft launching a relationship. Now, I'm not sure what they did was soft launching. That kind of seems like launching, but soft launching could be, for example, what Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson did, right? There were tons of rumors about them, I guess it was last year already at this time. And so everybody's wondering, are they together? Are they not? And then there's a photo of her laying perfectly in a bikini, Kardashian style on a beach. But then in the background, you could see this looming male shadow. So everybody's like, oh my God, is that him? Right. And then you saw Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker do it with their hands on top of each other. And when you look at Travis Barker's hands, we all know whose hands those are. So those are what we call soft launching. But then if you're going to hard launch your relationship, that's like saying we're Insta official, we're boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, boyfriend, whatever it is. But you ought to be having a conversation about that before you do that.
So let's talk. Is there a time limit or a point in your relationship when you can be posting about each other on social media?
You and I both know, Rudy, that some people do that 5 minutes into their first date. Is that advisable? Probably not. And maybe that's to make an ex jealous or something like that, right? I don't know why people do that other than that reason ultimately, or putting their life on full display if enough people are interested in your life. But with regards to when you should post a photo, you should have a conversation with the other person. It should certainly not blindside the other person. For example, if I was on a first date or a fifth date with some guy and and the waitress took a photo of us and suddenly I put that on my Instagram and he didn't know about it, that's probably not okay to do.
Because you also never know if that person's, early on is seeing 3 or 4 other people at the exact same time. So that, might be a little confusing to him, or he may not have made up his mind as far as like the third date with this person is going to be my last, but I may want to start something more with somebody else. But yet they see this photo online and, other people are going to get confused as far as that message.
Totally. I mean, look, my philosophy at Smart Dating Academy. We want a dating funnel. I want a bench of people, and nobody's getting exclusive until 15, 16 plus dates with each other. So you're right. You don't know what that person is doing on date 5. And ideally, you are also not exclusive with this person in your own mind. And remember, here's a little tip. Just because somebody says, I'm not dating anybody else right now, that doesn't mean you're exclusive. It means you're exclusive right now on this date.
And then to have that open conversation. Now, what if one person is not on social media? I mean, obviously, Lana Del Rey deleted all of her social media accounts last year. So we got to see, what Jack ended up posting in this photo of her. I'm assuming she, gave it the okay or knew that it was going to end up on social media. But as far as, you are dating somebody and one person either is private or has no social media presence, should you make it Instagram official with the other person?
If they say it's okay to do it, always ask the permission, because those can be big blows to people if they are private or they just don't want to have their photos up on Instagram. It's very rare that I see people that are like, yeah, no, I'm exclusive with you, but I don't want anybody to know. That's kind of a red flag too, right? So, but you should certainly ask somebody's permission to post them on your social media before you do, and have that conversation, the DTR, determine the relationship, right? If you're hard launching, make sure if you're posting out there, you're a couple, are you actually an exclusive couple or are you one of many couples? I don't know, but make sure you got what you want.
Exactly. And whatever makes you happy. As far as the Instagram official photo goes, is there, a perfect, setting or something that you recommend as far as like we're at a restaurant, here we are in our hometown. Should it be a vacation photo of the two together? Should it be, obviously something outrageous that's going to talk, Cook County Jail, obviously got everybody's attention. Like, what is going on here?
Wait,
But
what?
as far as like something shocking, something normal, or, maybe a big step that you both took together?
It depends on your intent and who you are and who your personalities are and what your personality is as a couple. So for some people, posting in front of Cook County Jail might be a great way to launch their relationship. For others, it could be a romantic photo saying, hey, so fun hanging out with Rudy in Positano, where everybody's like, wait a second, you guys are a thing. I didn't even know you had a person. And now you're in Italy with this person. Oh my God. Congrats. So cute. La, la, la. So it depends on who you are and what you want to post. There's no right and there's no wrong.
As far as two people who are both active on social media, do you suggest maybe kind of, because I'll see that too on celebrity pages, but sometimes they'll do joint posts. So you'll see the two people posting the exact same thing. As far as, someone who may post, a lot about the relationship, the other one who might post one or two photos, do you kind of talk about like getting on board, or once you say it's a fair game to post that, like you can kind of do whatever you want?
It's never about doing whatever you want, whenever you want. There's certain things that are going to ruffle your partner's feathers, no matter how well they know you, how much they love you. So if you feel like it might be crossing a line, it is always better to ask, hey, would you mind if I post this? I have two teenagers. I have to ask them if I post them or tag them in photos. When they were little, they're like, I never had to ask. I could post whatever I wanted. But now they need first right of approval and refusal.
What age?
And those are kids.
What age do you give for the kids? Like if someone has preteens, teenagers, when do you ask them as far as posting those photos?
Oh, they will tell you you don't even have to ask. They'll be like, stop taking pictures of me. I don't want to be in your pictures. Right. And if you post it, they'll be like, take it down, take it down. So every kid is different. I've started to see it from the age of 13 on, where they just get more self-conscious and they know that their photos that their parents or their grandparents can post can be seen by their friends, screenshotted by their friends, and put in group chats, right, to mock. So it's a big thing. Social media sometimes is not super social.
And I guess, maybe on the flip side or the darker side of that is that, maybe having that conversation with your partner. I know people have had those conversations like, don't show me with an alcoholic beverage, or don't show me out late at night on a weekday, because obviously people are friends with their coworkers and their bosses, or they may be looking for employment, and someone may see a photo and it's like, oh, this guy's always at the beach and he's always got a pina colada in his hand. I'm not, they may have an assumption where that might have been your first pina colada in 2.5 years, but then suddenly they may, make an assumption about you, and you may not have a certain, financial, opportunity at work because of that.
That's a really good point. You have to understand that at different phases of your life, you're going to want to portray a different image to the outside world. And that's a great example. If you're looking to get hired somewhere, right? You don't want to look like your life is Ferris Bueller's Day Off every single day. It's like, dude looking for a job or not looking for a job, right? So the job's going to interfere with his social life or his, summer fun. So yeah, you want to be judicious, right? And everybody's heard about the person who calls in sick to work and then, their spouse posts and tags them at the Cubs game. It's like, here's your pink slip.
and also too, I guess as we wrap up is, the theory that you talked about, the soft launch. So if somebody is posting a couple of photos, or here's us, out to dinner a couple of times, that if they feel uncomfortable, they can have those conversations with their significant other as like, you know what, let's keep this offline, or, this is great. I'm really enjoying us, marking these, special moments together and taking it that way. Because if you go full hard launch, Cook County Jail style, that is going to be, a little bit different versus like, here's someone I went to dinner a few times with. Now here's how our relationship has evolved, and have those conversations before it might get bigger than the two of you.
Absolutely. Always. I mean, look, whether we're talking about social media relationships, real relationships, communication and trust are the underpinnings to any good relationship, whether it's romantic, platonic, parental, friendship, it doesn't matter. And having those conversations and asking permission, trust me, in romance is always better than asking for forgiveness. You don't want to ask for forgiveness.
That perfect way to end it. Bella, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.